and today I'm going to tell you that you are all average, most probably, and that it's okay. Next, please. Here are 3 P's that demonstrate why. So first of all, prevent. Being average prevents narcissism. When asked or when told that you are average, most people feel offended, and that's natural. But most psychological traits such as intelligence, creativity, leadership, and so on are based on a normal distribution curve. Next. And so 70% of us are actually in the average region. This means that most of us are average. And we are not aware of this because 80% of us actually say that we are above average for any given trait. And I blame this on our society, which overemphasizes the need to be special to the point that we feel that we need to be special in a bad way and prefer to being normal in a good way. So, as a biological science major, let me tell you that we are already genetically unique, and so we need not feel to be more unique in those sort of ways. And as Oscar Wilde says, be yourself because everyone else is already taken. And people who yet still believe that we need to be unique are actually being played in the hands of businessmen, because those that market products that will say that you will become unique if you use this product become the same as everyone else, those that think likewise. This relates to the next P, which is promote. So being average promotes high self-awareness as well. So we only have a fixed amount of time and energy, but to be at the top high-performing range, 15%, you need to be able to spend that time and energy in a specific practice. So in reality, most of us are normal in most traits. And actually, in fact, most desirable traits at their extremes, such as ambition, sociability, and confidence, become greed, exhibitionist, attention-seeking, and arrogance. Doesn't arrogance ring a bell? Yes, if you're not self-aware, it becomes narcissism, and that's what my first point was about. We need to be self-aware to prevent narcissism. Why do you think I'm so enthusiastic about this topic? Because I believe that society is so focused on bringing those experts and hiring them, and they're neglecting people who are average, when in fact, next point, average people can be the links that can provide the links in society. And I would like to share my story to prove this point. So when I was in high school, I was called a lot of things, and most things I was called gifted most of the time. So I was called intelligent, bright, and a lot of things. But when I came to university, in the first day, I already knew that of all things, I was just average. And so I tried during these few months that I've been schooling here to close the gap between me and those who are already above me. And I knew that I wouldn't be able to go to that point because I accepted myself as being average. But I realize now that I wasn't actually falling off from that top of the distribution curve just now. So I wasn't going into the bottom 15% as well. This means that I was somewhere in between, and in fact, my biological science friends were struggling with their linguistics and humanities courses, and my other friends were struggling with their maths and science courses. But I, on the other hand, was in between. I was struggling at all of them for some time, but on average, I was coping with all 3 parts better than all 3 of them. So I willingly became stuck in between the 2 groups of friends. So I could help my biological science friends cope with linguistics and humanities, and my other friends cope with maths and science. And I realized that through doing that, I was becoming the link in between these people, because I was the one that could sympathize with both sides simultaneously. And through that, it dawned on me that I could use this example in society as well, that I could be needed not only within my friend circle, but in society. And so I labeled myself as an in-between. So now I think I should establish that as experts, the world needs you because of your dominance in your field, and that the world needs you to develop a certain field. But as average people, we can prevent narcissism, we can promote high self-awareness, and we can provide links in our society. And so I want to leave you with a message. So experts, whether it's becoming the greatest writer of all time or finding a cure for cancer, do spread your wings and help the world progress. But average people, in-betweens like me, I hope that you will not lose your identity in this world, and that you won't remain quiet, because the world still needs you and your abilities to provide the links in our society. So I wish you all the best of all possible journeys, and good luck. Thank you. So now we have about 5 to 7 minutes for questions. So let's start with the first question, shall we? Do you feel average or have had an experience